Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Hey guys, Top Gear stuff, 30-minute video, just chill. We'll just watch some Top Gear. Preemptive like, Mustang 150, great video.
We finally
Great channel. Jesus, I need to wake up.
found a fuel station. Oh. Now that's an oil company name I wasn't expecting.
Really? I know this is childish, but it's just...
I wish we had turd petrol
really
in
do.
Britain.
Is it turd petrol?
Are they in Turkey?
Why don't they sponsor a Formula One team?
Oh. D petrol.
Turd petrol.
Why don't they sponsor a Formula One team?
Powered by turd.
Think of the skid marks.
Think of the commentary.
Powered by turd.
At the petrol station, I discovered a problem.
You are joking. It's only got a 50-litre fuel tank. A 50-litre? What's the point of a 50-litre fuel tank?
What is that in gallons?
You join us at another petrol station. I don't need any, but guess who does? Half an hour later, we were told to brim the tanks in our cars and pay careful attention to the challenge we were about to receive.
Hang on a minute. You will now see which of your cars can achieve the highest speed.
Well, that'll be mine. It's as simple as that. It's the fastest.
How fast your car can go is not relevant.
Well, it sort of
It's
is.
how fast you dare drive it.
True.
5 miles. Between 4 gallons will do it. That will do.
I can't believe how light this door is. You know those little Tykes cars that all kids have? The red ones with the yellow roof door. That's
Yeah.
what this feels like. Let's watch this, right?
No way, you moved it with your knee. But I actually do know exactly what kind of little tight car he's talking about.
Still, it should pay dividends where it matters. Here. One of the worst things about the old Jag was filling it up. You used to all the time. This, though, is going in smoothly so far. That's a big improvement.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
It's 7 a.m. And this is a good time to start, partly because the roads are quiet, and partly because this is a good time for filling up with fuel.
Ooh, I always wanted to know.
For filling up with fuel.
I mean, what's to know? It's...
You see, in
Right,
a
never
morning
mind.
when it's cold, and it is very cold this morning, fuel is more dense than it is on a hot afternoon, so you're getting a little bit more for your money.
Is that true?
One thing though, don't, whatever you do, forget to take any unnecessary weight out of the boot. Just had a quick look at the fuel.
So you're telling me if it was a really cold morning and you filled up your fuel tank to the rim and then didn't drive it and then let it warm up, it would like explode the fuel tank?
Fuel gauge, and it seems we need some, so I'm going to give it the best 98, see if that stops it rattling. I've no backache, the engine's quiet, the ride's good. Good GT car. And I've got one filling station further than I did in the DB9, interestingly. Money, it's got a bigger tank. If it weren't cloudy, we'd be able to see them screaming by. This was going to be the
Bienvenue.
final fill-up,
that
with a
Italian?
Ferrari averaging 15 miles to the gallon.
Okay, Plemium.
Premium, okay.
Plemium.
Good.
All the way up. And all as quickly as possible.
Okay. Okay.
I have seen X Factor winners less cheerful than all petrol pump attendants are in Japan. Look at this. How frightening's that? He can spot your beaver from about a mile away.
While the girl gave my
What, Jeremy?
GTR 1,000-mile service, I went to buy some more dead fish.
Oh my God, remember those guys?
HIV what?
The engine
You guys remember those?
Dead fish.
Oh my God, that brings me back. Is that a phone? Oh my God, that brings me back. Just flip it open. Oh God, good. It's weird that I'm old enough. I'm 29 years old. So I'm not young, but I'm not old. Depending on how you look at it, I guess. What about? But I'm old enough to have lived through the progression of cell phones. I didn't see like the really OG giant ones, okay? But from a very, flippity flip phone to what we have now. Back in my day.
HIV what?
The engine noise wasn't the only irritation.
Is this just going to be a tour of Italy's petrol stations?
Well, it depends how far apart they are, doesn't it, really? Look at it this way. Think of the snacking opportunities. You come to Italy for food.
Yeah, but not crisps.
No, not crisps and hideous sausages.
You don't know what you're going to find. It'll be different in different petrol stations.
Jimmy John's?
Are there any Renaissance petrol stations we can visit?
Nor are there any Renaissance sausage rolls in there. Oh, for God's sake.
Having filled up his car and himself,
Macca's.
his right bicep is now slightly bigger than his left one. Have you also noticed that when he fills his car up, he stands like a teapot?
James, I've run out of money.
Have you? What an interesting predicament.
Please can I
Do
borrow
this.
some money? Even though there are these huge cooling ducts here and the engine has no cover at all, that thing has 10 radiators. 3 to cool the engine itself, 3 for the intercoolers, 1 to do the axle oil, 1 to do the engine oil, and 1 to cool the hydraulic fluid used to raise that rear spoiler. It's got more radiators than my house.
That's it. That's it. That's the final straw. I'm done. I'm done with being so incredibly clueless with anything car related. I need to find out I need to find a video how an engine works and what every term means inside of a car. I'm doing it.
This is going to be a Formula 1 style pit stop, this is. Where's the fuel filler cap button?
I'll have the white Bordeaux.
Why don't they put them in the same place? Have you ever seen a more stupid place to put a fuel filler cap release?
We're in America.
Come on! That was a fraught filler. It's the place to put it when you're in a race. It's one.
I'm so stupid. I've watched enough videos of international stuff on YouTube where I should know. Just because it's on the left side doesn't mean it's America.
1 minute to 4 French time. They are now, as we speak, arriving in Paris. Just eating the petrol in one big lump, all 20 gallons. That was delicious. You're going to need some more of that. Right, I've done the calculations on my phone, and it's doing 19 miles to the gallon. Bearing in mind we're only cruising,
Not
you have
good.
to say, drinks like an Aston should.
Is that a Ford Anglia?
Look who it is.
Funny.
What?
Really funny.
It's not funny. This is Oliver. Can I put the posh fuel in?
It's Oliver.
What? Oh, come on. James.
What?
It's Sebastian. Formula 1.
Is that German driving bloke?
Sebastian.
Sebastian Vettel. Excuse me. Are you Mr. Vettel?
Yes.
Sebastian, could you help us out with something?
What is it?
Well, we're out driving these two cars, and we're trying to decide which is the perfect car to take just for,
Why
you,
are
just
my
for a
pants
drive, for
vibrating?
pleasure.
My phone's right here. Sorry.
We're trying to decide which is the perfect car to take just for, just for a drive, for pleasure. And obviously we're not going to agree, but could you be like the umpire?
To help you decide.
Yeah.
I hit Denmark and started to feel weary.
Is this a
Apparently.
French film?
If you drive after you've been awake for 18 hours, your concentration levels are around the same as someone who's hovering around the drink-drive limit. And if you drive after you've been awake for 24 hours, your
concentration levels are about the same as someone who's had half a bottle of scotch.
Times like this, desperate measures are called for, so what I like to do is reach for my packet of spunk.
See, that's not funny to me before I learned what it means in British terms. I'm full of spunk right now, but the American kind.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be weird.
Oh, I don't like spunk.
What are you doing, Jeremy?
Onwards!
The trouble with tunnel blasting in a car with atomic power like the Lambo is that the fuel economy does drop a bit. I was doing 9 miles to the gallon. Oh dear.
That's like a
your
tank.
second fill-up.
Yes?
So mine's got a 110-litre endurance fuel tank.
If you two need to get in my slipstream when we're going up the hills, because I know you don't have much power.
At no point have I lacked in power to keep up with this thing. At no
How many
point.
horsepower?
415.
522.
It's how it uses them. It's how it deploys them.
I'm with
They're
top
constantly
top
there.
speed?
175.
Top speed?
185-ish.
109.
Okay, I'm so tired of this. Horsepower range for cars. Like what does a Toyota Corolla horsepower? 169. Okay, what about like a 2005? Huh. I still don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well,
This is probably quite a good car, I'll grant you that, but it's half-hearted and limp-wristed. It's not a real luxury supercar, and neither is it a proper lightweight.
James, a little compromise might be useful in your car. Be honest.
No? I love it.
In fact, he loved it so much he bought it a present. What's that?
I bought a cushion.
Are you admitting that it's uncomfortable?
Yeah, no. Well, hold on.
He's admitting his car is uncomfortable.
No, it's been
Well, let me
tailored.
guess, that's interior design. It's a scatter cushion to look pretty.
As we reach the
Why are my
outskirts of
pants vibrating? I'm taking them off. Screw it.
Bucharest, we stopped for a fill-up.
Let's have some very good petrol. Primesti. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Did you try your Romanian on him?
Or her. Or her. They didn't have any tangy, zesty orange drink, but they've got that.
Intense energy.
Burn. What is it? This not a can of petrol, is it?
It tastes like it's good for you. No. Ooh.
You can run an Aston on this stuff.
Thank you, Saddam.
Just popped round the back of the garage for a
Miss.
a week,
Sir?
and I'm no gardener, but
Oh my,
I think I know what that is.
oh my God.
And whilst
Know what that is.
I'm like, aha, yeah, it looks like weed. Is that weed?
Jeremy had been investigating the Bob Marley tree,
There was another problem with the Mustang. It was extremely thirsty.
America?
And soon Hammond needed to stop for fuel. As May and I waited in the coffee shop,
Question, guys, question.
famous, like the steering feel performance. Or...
Hammond filled up. But from where we were sitting, it didn't look like he was doing that at all.
Plastic, not metal.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think Hammond really loves that Mustang.
Question, guys.
What is he doing?
He loves it.
We even
Pussy. What is this like the equivalent of the exhaust? So will a car that has this upper thing not have an exhaust tank? And if that's the case, when you're driving down the highway or any road, driving down the road and like you have the window open, aren't the fumes like going in your face?
lose ourselves doing.
I'm
We
smart.
even found a way to amuse ourselves during the Mustang's
My legs are
endless
cold.
fuel stops.
Look at his face.
I love these guys. Hammond.
Until eventually we pulled in for a fuel stop.
Okay, now this is a bit of a faff.
Hammond,
Yes!
I may have made a mistake.
Where?
Well, I added this escape chute so that I can go from my aeroplane fuselage into the back seat of the car.
Yes.
Which is here. It's very good. But I've covered up the filler flap.
Oh my God, Jeremy!
No.
Okay.
What? Seriously, you're going to hit it.
I need to watch
that's
full
quite
episodes.
close.
Yeah, but unlike your two cars, ready?
Lowers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah! Soon, refueling was underway.
If that hit, I would have laughed so hard. See, that's where a producer missed an opportunity. I would love to be a producer on this show. It'd be the most fun job because you have gold. I would be like, then you might start a fire. Never mind.
Underway.
Here we go.
Go away.
Nice beat.
That's an all new. I've never seen a lockable fuel filler cap where you need to saw.
It's very secure.
The GT's tiny tank was now nearly empty.
98
This
degrees.
is a splash and dash. Right, petroleum. Oh, please let it not be one of those stupid American ones where I've got to pay first because I don't know how much I want.
Of course you have to pay first. What if
Sadly,
you run off?
it was. No, not a debit card.
You're telling me in other countries there are gas stations where you get to fuel before you pay? But what if... Ow. Sure.
I haven't got one. Oh. What?
Okay.
Hello. The pump says.
Not approved. Does it have a chip in it? It's probably because of the chip.
How do I pay?
I'll turn the pump on. You pump what you need, and then I'll let you run the card in here when you're done.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
So you talk like Hugh Grant, you can get anywhere.
Yeah, if you're British. If you have a British accent, people think, like some British accents don't sound as like if you have a British accent in America, I would get away with everything. Everything. They'll be like, whoa, 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 and just say like, hello, sir. They'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead. Like, I trust you.
The only blessing was his small fuel tank.
I think he stopped for fuel.
Why do you need the helmet if you have
Has this
the
thing ever stopped
wind
for fuel
shield?
before?
How will he pay for it?
We got a next to
Bank of money.
We got a next card.
Bank of money. The Stig.
We got a next card.
It's the bank of money, man. Come on.
Well, let's find out.
I am going to do one lap of the M25 in this thing to see if it's bearable. And to make it more
Interesting, I shall be going in convoy with a petrol-powered Lupo. And the producer has said, however much money I save in fuel by driving this, I can spend in the shop.
Like all motorway service stations, there's much to choose from.
$4.99 for a Cliff Richard calendar. Tempting. Oh, look at this gold-plated crystal telephone.
Is that a hood ornament?
Who's going around the M25 and thinks, I've suddenly decided I need a pair of trousers? Oh, for God's sake. My video's in the discount bin. $3.99.
With both cars full to the brim of fuel.
That'd be really funny if you took that to the counter and was like, eh? Eh?
It was time to set off.
Right, that is now brimmed. And the news is frankly astonishing because this little diesel here has done 75 miles to the gallon and the petrol only managed 42 miles to the gallon, and that's a huge gulf. So are the savings. On just one lap of the M25, 119 miles, I've saved £4.29p. Which I'm now going to go and spend in the shop.
On a calendar.
Why do you put that in first? That's your litres. You need to put your miles in.
No. I need to do the calculation to get it into gallons, don't I? Which is times divide by 4.45.
Yes, put it in the memory.
I don't know how you do that.
Memory plus.
Memory plus. I haven't got my glasses
Divide
on.
the gallons by.
Oh, God, you two are so hopeless.
4.4. No, gallons.
Right, memory
litres
plus.
divide by.
No,
Memory plus.
you multiply
then
liters
clear.
by
4.45.
4.45, or you divide gallons.
Wait a minute. What was your mileage?
Or you divide liters.
What was your mileage?
Oh.
What is my mileage? This is pathetic. What is my mileage?
Do you divide
Right.
by 4.45?
What's that? Why have you made me... Okay, so it's
James.
136.
What to divide the mileage by? The gallons by 4.45.
136.4.
If you've got gallons.
That's my mileage.
Press the divide button,
126.4
which is that one. It's like a dash with a dot on it.
Yes. And
divided
then
by
press memory
4,
recall,
31.
Which is that
your
one.
gallons, yes, and then press equals, and you should have a figure. I know what
do I
it is.
divide my litres by?
4.45. Right.
Hammond, since you
anybody
cheated and hardly drove anywhere today, what miles to the gallon?
And he wasn't going very fast either, so.
It was the fastest car here.
But you weren't stretching your car, so
But it was faster
It
than.
was well within its own
But
capabilities.
it was faster than everybody else's.
you were cruising.
What is the miles per...
9.086.
9.1 miles to the gallon.
Yes.
James.
8.0.
Quite fast. Go on.
Is it?
Go on. 6.7.
That's like a M1 Abrams tank. That's crazy.
There you go.
6 3/4 miles to the gallon.
I don't know exactly.
E-fuel lamps.
6.75. If you'd have driven as far as us today, imagine what you'd have used.
I reckon if you rub its back, it'll give a really big burp. and then go to sleep.
I want to drive it some more.
Yes,
I like
let's
this
go
Lamborghini.
and drive.
6.75 miles to the gallon.
9.1 mine's economical as well as fast. Well-ish. None of us made double
It
figures.
is actually. His is the fastest and the most economical now.
Can we have some amazement, please?
What?
What's an H1 Hummer? I think that was the biggest one. I think H2 was smaller than the H1. H3 was smaller than the H2, I believe. H1 Hummer miles per gallon. 10. Jesus. It's quite literally a military vehicle, just painted civilian colors.
Wow.
Wow.
Guys, if any weird stuff popped up in my search history when I was looking up stuff, that wasn't me. All right.
Okay, what I'm doing now is a very simple test. I'm filling this 4.6-litre Range Rover Vogue SE up to the brim with petrol. Hold on a sec. I mean, right. I think you'll agree, this is now full, yes? Now, what I'm going to do is take it for a little drive. Then we're going to come back and fill it up again, and we'll see just how many miles to the gallon this thing is actually doing. All right, all I have to do now is zero the trip. There we go. And we're ready. Let's on road. Okay. Now, I've been driving around for a couple of hours in the sort of stop-start city traffic that you get when you're taking the kids to school or going to work, and I've done 41.7 miles. And what I'm going to do now is fill it up to the brim again. I'm going to brim it so it's all just spurting out. That's going to be, come on. That's it.
I was gonna ask, will gas come out if it's not like inserted in something? But then it obviously does, because I filled up a gas canister and it just went right into it. It's kind of scary. I know though that the I know some, ever seen videos of like some people forgetting to take the nozzle out of the car and they drive out and the nozzle gets yanked out. But I guess they think about that and they make it like magnetic attachment. And so when it comes off, it doesn't like yank out a giant part and create a spark and blow everyone up. So that's comforting.
20.85.
I wonder how many gas stations blew up before.
And now
that
we
happened.
have to do the maths. Okay.
Oh,
that's,
God. 4.4.
20.85 litres. Now we'll convert that from Eurobabble into English by dividing it by 4.546 equals 4.58 gallons. I'll make a note of that. 4.5864
Man,
gallons.
you guys use gallons and miles and
now then,
pounds.
We did 41.7 miles divided by 4.
Guys, so the only difference we have is in weight. No, is in distance. No, because you use miles.
4.5864 miles to the gallon coming up, everybody. 9 miles to the gallon.
Worse than Hummer.
See that little bucket next to it? He's moved it now, but they put an extra bit in that for themselves. And then it somehow is on your bill. James and Richard don't know that, which is why their bill's probably going to be £2,500 to fill their tanks up.
Nothing big enough, is there?
Diapers.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
Very well, thank
Anything
you.
you wish?
Do you have anything enormous?
What?
Nothing. No, it's just huge. Just big. No, just like it doesn't matter what it is, frankly, but big. Okay.
How much is the war gin?
The what?
Waraji.
All right, 18,000.
It's 18,000.
18,000.
Can I give you this for some war gin? This is very, very special. Made from banana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's called war gin. War gin. Waraji. It's a fighting drink. I'm going to give some to James, see if we can speed him up.
Liquid courage. You're so nice.
That's the most environmentally friendly thing I've ever seen. Yes. So you dispense petrol by hand. Yes. This is how Greenpeace should run their cars.
Which one do you like more?
Which?
Or manual, at least.
Well, I think I prefer electricity.
Okay.
I bet you prefer...
Isn't leverage so amazing? Like, trying to spin that by hand is so difficult, and then you just attach it with a longer pole, and it's instantly easy. That's fascinating.
Do you prefer electricity?
But also this is better.
This is better?
No problem with
it. James?
Yeah.
Would you like a drink of health and joy?
I'm running out of fuel. That's happened very suddenly. This is May. How's everyone doing for fuel?
I have about a quarter of a tank.
I'm going to need more fuel. The mighty North Star has drunk it.
Happily, we soon saw signs for a service station.
That's excellent. I was just about to start panicking.
Oh. Small problem here. It's not open.
So we drove on to the next one.
Oh, thank God.
Closed.
Where is it? Where's the fuel?
Oh, it's not finished.
Well, why have
There
the
could even be fuel
sign?
tanks waiting to go in.
So we drove on to the next one.
Is this China?
Please let this one be open.
But that didn't have fuel either.
How much money are they spending on service stations?
Well, a lot, but they're not earning any from them, I can tell you that.
The problem China has is it's building motorways so fast that the people building the service stations to supply the motorway with
Can't
fuel
catch
can't keep up.
Well, then that's a little planning.
My fumes are running
China.
out there.
After passing 2 more unfinished service stations, we finally got lucky.
Oh, thank God.
Debated.
Oh, that's a relief.
God.
However, our problems weren't quite over.
Probably looked really weird because for a second I thought the camera was there.
I mean, is that petrol or diesel? What's that?
Does green
there's
mean
the V.
petrol or diesel?
Oh, well, that's...
How do you know which fuel is which?
Well, we've no idea. She just comes... This is what she just did with mine. She just put that in and I'm going, is it petrol?
She's putting it in, whatever it is.
With the lucky dip fill-up complete, we were ready to roll. However, in the RAC-approved Cadillac...
My car won't start. It's the battery.
Or have you filled it up with Ribena? As the rest of China was keen to use this one completed service station, I had to push Hammond clear of the pumps. It's not really the message we want to be sending out to the people of China that our cars are broken. I'm doing manual labour. I've found the battery.
Success!
Hammond, quite a lot of Chinese people look...
Electricity stuff always freaks me out. I think because when I was a young kid, I had tweezers, and I saw a light socket at my grandparents' house, and I just stuck it in because I said, "Why not? What happens?" Well, I found out what happened. You get shocked.
Looking.
Well, that's the jump leads test done. We've done the jump leads test. If ever we needed them,
Those Chinese-made jump leads were excellent.
Excellent. Not that we needed them.
Charles left in it.
I brought you some presents.
Coming into it.
I got you steak and cheese biscuit.
What?
And I brought you a fan.
Really?
Yeah. We got
That's
fans.
fantastic,
How
mate.
do you feel now?
Yeah, aircon. There it is.
See what I've got?
Ham and cheese.
Yes. Dundee ham and cheese. I'll read you the ingredients. Blah, 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 blah. And imitation American cheese.
So it's the only thing that hasn't actually got any cheese on it.
Yes.
Imitation American cheese, which is already imitation. Okay. I noticed that in Europe, though, driving through Europe, we went to a lot of gas stations. I think they have nicer food, just in general.
After our imitation American lunch, it was my turn to help the stricken Cadillac. Oh, yes! We'd survived the highway, but then we had to pull into a town for fuel.
Clarkson.
Really terrifying.
TLDR, they are in Alabama or Mississippi. Take your pick. Doesn't matter. And they have very provocative things that would provoke. Is provocate a word? Provoke angry Southerners. And now they have to pull into a very, well, hey, brother. Man love. Country music sucks.
Okay.
I love Hillary Clinton or something.
That's Diesel.
Do you want to get shot?
I've gone.
Hillary for president, that's not going down well. This lady was cross, but not as cross as the garage's owner.
Now, are y'all gay looking to see how long it takes to get beat up in a hick town?
No, ma'am.
I'm not gay, I'm married. I've got 3 children.
No, we're not. No. We just sort of decorated our cars
That
in a
injured-
distinctive manner.
NASCAR sucks, country and western is rubbish. Guess what? You're in a hick town, man.
We're going to die now. That's it.
Don't you dare.
She said she was gonna get the boys. So we decided to scarp her.
Get the boys! You! Get them boys! Get on there!
I've just remembered, I've actually got loads of petrol.
Don't whip out.
And then, of all the moments,
Oi, jump leads.
You're joking?
Jump leads.
Not now.
This is going to be the quickest jump in history.
Where are you? You get the lead. I'll start it.
Hell, you're trying to be tears up my parking lot again.
the rednecks arrived.
Uh-oh.
We just got a slight problem here.
The boys are here.
This is bad.
Then they turned on the film crews.
Hey, if these tears are
Telling you now.
Started pelting our vans.
Uh-oh. America, ladies and gentlemen.
That night I met...
A compilation about fuel stations, and it's still golden content. That's how good Top Gear is. No, not these guys. Maybe they're nice people. I don't know. But this Top Gear. Love y'all. Hope you're all doing well. If not, chin up. Emotions are fickle, my friend. You'll be good soon. Don't worry. See you guys next time. Bye.